The other Sunday I broke my leg, and during my stay in hospital on the Wednesday night or early hours of the morning, I couldn't sleep, and I decided to follow one of Catherine's meditations on YouTube, McCrooney. It was the Aries meditation I went for, which I was really glad I did. It was absolutely stunning. So we started off opening up the sacred space and found our place in nature, a safe place in nature. I found myself where I often do, on the Pingo Trail, which is in Thetford Forest in Breckland. Absolutely stunning place. It's just beautiful. I made my way along and I found a gateway. I entered the gateway and I walked through the water meadows beyond the Pingo Trail. I saw a blue droplet of water. It was the purest, cleanest, unpolluted, most energetic, alive droplet of water. Just purity, I guess. Eventually found my way over to the World Tree and made my way up the World Tree. That was the gift I brought back. Made my way up and up and up, right up I went to the very, very top of the tree. And this is a guide through some of the notes that I made afterwards. They're not actually in particularly good order. So basically, I saw fractals, fast images, reflections. They became as eyes, showing the ancestry through the generations, the fires, the flames from the fire pits, flickering, with everybody sitting around, with spirit in front and around me and behind me, as I'm asking for my guide to take me to connect, to see what I need to with the connection through to the stars forming the Aries constellation. But I was seeing images. I saw different animals, and they flickered from a stag to a doe, a wolf, and onwards, and it just kept flickering. But the overall shape was the same. It was a mask. The headdress was changed. The energy, the movement changed, but the physical underneath was solid. So I started to see where I was with this, asking, are you my guide? I felt presence all around me, behind me, in front of me, around the fire. And I heard, I said, ayahuasca? No, it wasn't ayahuasca. It was repeated more clearly for me. Iron Watha. Iron Watha. I. Me. I said, me. For me. And a resounding yes came back. I felt the positive affirmation flow through me, and I welled up. I'd not had my name properly before. When we'd done Vision Quest before, I was gifted the name The Old Crow. I continued to smoke. I was cantankerous. They gave me the name The Old Crow, and I can be the Old Crow, but it was given with humour. But I'd stopped smoking. I'd used the opportunity to decide, right, okay, as I'm in hospital now, I can't smoke. I can't get outside to smoke. So I stopped, and that didn't take very long before this came back to me. just amazing. My whole point, my whole purpose of life now makes sense. Everything that's happened, all the visions I've ever had makes sense. The feeling of being in canoes, all of the dots started to join up. I was connected to source. I was connected to the ancestry, to the lineage, to the wisdom of the lineage. So the First Nations sat around the fire, but even more were unseen. I felt behind me. The visions were not immediately obvious. They came fast as silhouettes, metamorphic changes and more. Shatters, fractures and mirrors, bounced images, reflections. I stood strong and watched. I didn't move, following the brief but spectacular vision show, and heard Aya Waha whispered gently in a ear, and now knew, finally, I had my name. My vision was intact. I am Ian Wather. I was and I am. I can heal. I feel the strength of my ancestry, of the wisdom, of the lineage behind me that I can tap into, and I have tapped into for years, but now I have my place and I understand my job, my storytelling, the need to wear masks, to become, to transpose myself into the stories that I will be telling. And I thank you so much for everything, Catherine. I really, well, here we go. Now I can begin again. And the gift that I gave the world tree that I came back with was the earth symbol, just in case you didn't see it before. Thank you. Bless up.